100 Civics Questions for US Citizenship 2025, Animated Interview Practice, Part 5, Q6175. The evening has settled in. Outside, the city lights begin to flicker on. Inside the quiet meeting room, Andrea and David continue their session under the glow of the desk lamp. David flips his notes with confidence, now well into the final half of his civics journey.
We're officially entering the final stretch, David. These next 15 questions will cover the Constitution, your rights, and key events in U.S. history. Ready?
Let's do it. I feel like I've come a long way already.
Question 61. When was the Constitution written? A. 1776. B. 1787. C. 1800.
I choose B. 1787.
That's correct. The Constitution was drafted during the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia. It replaced the Articles of Confederation and became the foundation of the U.S. government. Question 62. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? A. The right to vote. B. Freedom of speech. C. The right to bear arms.
I choose B. Freedom of speech.
Exactly. The First Amendment protects several freedoms: speech, religion, press, assembly, and petition. Freedom of speech allows citizens to express opinions without government interference. Question 63. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? A. Herbert Hoover. B. Franklin D. Roosevelt. C. Harry Truman.
I choose B. Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Correct. FDR served 4 terms, the longest of any president. He introduced the New Deal to fight the Great Depression and led the U.S. through most of World War II. Question 64. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? A. The Declaration of Independence was signed. B. The Constitution was written. C. George Washington was elected president.
I choose B. The Constitution was written.
Right. In 1787, delegates gathered to create a new framework of government. The result was the U.S. Constitution, which is still in effect today. Question 65. What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States? A. Right to vote and freedom of the press. B. Freedom of speech and freedom of religion. C. Right to bear arms and serve on a jury.
I choose B. Freedom of speech and freedom of religion.
Yes. These rights apply to everyone in the U.S., not just citizens. They are guaranteed by the Constitution and ensure personal liberty and equality. Question 66. What is the supreme law of the land? A. The Declaration of Independence. B. The Bill of Rights. C. The Constitution.
I choose C. The Constitution.
That's correct. The Constitution overrules all other laws. It defines how government works and protects the rights of all people under U.S. jurisdiction. Question 67. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. A. World War I. B. The Civil War. C. The Korean War.
I choose B. The Civil War.
Exactly. The Civil War was fought from 1861 to 1865 between the northern and southern states, largely over slavery and state sovereignty. Question 68. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? A. To vote in every election. B. To be loyal to the United States. C. To serve in the military.
I choose B. To be loyal to the United States.
Correct. When taking the oath of allegiance, you promise to support and defend the Constitution and the laws of the U.S. Question 69. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? A. The House and the Cabinet. B. The Senate and the President. C. The Senate and the House of Representatives.
I choose C. The Senate and the House of Representatives.
That's right. These two bodies make up the legislative branch. The Senate has 100 members, and the House has 435, representing the people in different ways. Question 70. What is the name of the national anthem? A. America the Beautiful. B. The Star-Spangled Banner. C. God Bless America.
I choose B. The Star-Spangled Banner.
Yes. Written by Francis Scott Key during the War of 1812, it became the national anthem in 1931. It celebrates the resilience of the U.S., symbolized by the flag. Question 71. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? A. 7. B. 9. C. 11.
I choose B. 9.
Correct. The U.S. Supreme Court has 9 justices, 1 Chief Justice, and 8 Associate Justices, who interpret the Constitution and decide major legal questions. Question 72. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? A. Climate change. B. Communism. C. Oil.
I choose B. Communism.
Right. After World War II, the U.S. sought to prevent the spread of communism, especially from the Soviet Union, leading to decades of political and military tension. Question 73. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? A. The Civil Rights Movement. B. The Women's Suffrage Movement. C. The Labor Movement.
I choose A. The Civil Rights Movement.
That's correct. Led by figures like Martin Luther King Jr., this movement in the 1950s and 60s fought for equal rights and justice for African Americans. Question 74. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? A. Atlantic Ocean. B. Pacific Ocean. C. Arctic Ocean.
I choose B. Pacific Ocean.
Exactly. The Pacific Ocean borders states like California, Oregon, and Washington. It's the largest ocean on Earth and a vital part of U.S. trade and geography. Question 75. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. A. Religious freedom. B. Slavery. C. Taxes.
I choose B. Slavery.
Correct. Slavery was a central issue that divided the country. The Southern economy depended on it, while the North increasingly opposed it. The conflict ultimately erupted into war. David, that was an outstanding round. You've now answered 75 questions, 3/4 of the way through.
Honestly, I'm proud. The more I learn, the more I appreciate how much these questions say about the country's history and values.
That's the heart of citizenship, not just memorizing facts, but connecting with what they mean. You're doing exactly that.